Howdy, folks. Time is precious and oh so fleeting. Yet we have so many interesting people to meet and remarkable things to see. Join me, won't you?
It's the ultimate Cleveland show.
It starts now.
Ah, smell that Cleveland fresh air. Invigorating. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ultimate Cleveland show. I'm your host, Mike Polk Jr., and believe it or not, I am technically considered to be a reporter. That's right, I am an actual reporter somehow, just like Tom Brokaw. Although, you will notice our styles are slightly different.
The Berlin Wall, that ominous barrier between communism and democracy, was torn down symbolically yesterday.
Excelsior! Oh, I wish I would have made it all the way to you. To be a champion comes with its own pressures. Were you able to spot the difference? See, technically we're both reporters, but I am a human interest reporter. That means I don't cover train wrecks and house fires. They'll send me to the Parma Rockin' Barbecue or the Chardon Grape Festival. And you know what? I'm okay with that, because I don't want to go to a house fire. Me, I'd personally rather go to the zoo! The Cleveland Metro Park Zoo, to be specific, finest in the nation as far as I'm concerned. And as a human interest reporter, this is my beat. I get sent here all the time to do all the zoo news. Anytime a baby lemur is born, they send the micer. I bring you the zoo news. Today on the Ultimate Cleveland Show, I thought that we would take a look back at some of my favorite zoo news zoo stories that I've done for WKYC during my impressive tenure here, and perhaps preview what the zoo has in store for you this season. And who knows, maybe we'll even make a couple of friends along the way. The friends will be the animals. What do you say we kick things off with a little bit of Cleveland Metro Park Zoo trivia? Check out these zoo facts. In the spirit of rediscovering Ohio, here are some facts that you might not know about the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo.
Zoo fact.
Fun fact, the zoo actually began way back in 1882 as Wade Park at University Circle before being transferred here to its current location. In fact, behind me is the old Wade Park Deer Barn, which has been converted into a lovely Victorian-style ice cream shop. Good ice cream? Good. They enjoy it.
Zoo fact.
Over the last 5 years, the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo has contributed over $4 million to wildlife conservation efforts. You can help out by stopping right here at the Welcome Pavilion to donate to your favorite animal when you visit.
Zoo fact.
Everyone meet Willie, the largest animal that the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo has ever homed. He is over 11 feet tall at his shoulder and 13,000 pounds. Though you'd never know it. You look great.
Zoo fact.
The Asian Lantern Festival has set international and domestic visitation records with more than 150,000 people visiting each year.
Zoo facts.
Proud moment. Inga here has given birth to the most black rhino calves of any rhino in North America. She's had 5 female calves who have had 6 additional descendants. Now this is especially important because eastern black rhinos are critically endangered. Way to go, Inga! Keep them coming!
Zoo fact.
Can we talk about the gorgeous aesthetic of our zoo for a moment? This is Big Creek. It's the 3rd largest tributary of the Cuyahoga River. It travels underneath the zoo for 1/3 of a mile and lands in Lake Erie.
Zoo fact.
You're now in the presence of one of the zoo's eldest residents. This is Terry. He's one of a pair of tortoises that are over a century old. He arrived at the zoo in 1955. Looking good, bro. Hey, how were the 60s in Cleveland? Pretty nuts? You can tell he's seen some stuff.
Zoo fact.
The zoo not only cares for animals, but over 10,000 plants right here in the rainforest alone, including my personal fave, the corpse flower. It's only bloomed 4 times in 25 years, and it smells, allegedly, like rotting flesh.
It smelled like a decomposing body in a 5,000-year-old pyramid with 18,000 gravestones around it.
Wow.
Zoo fact.
The new Eagle Zip Adventure travels 700 feet at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. That's about the speed of an eagle. You know, I was scared this might be a little, oh boy, here we go.
I love the zoo! Spring break!
Woo! You are now officially zoo knowledgeable. Congratulations. Ah, young love. Unless I have misconstrued your relationship, in which case I apologize.
Still, with this many animals all under one roof, true love can't be hard to find.
That's why I did this hard-hitting Valentine's expose into the hottest zoo couples. Check it out. The most romantic night of the year is upon us, and we wanted to get you all the dish on what the hottest celebrity couples in Cleveland are doing, so we went to the Metro Park Zoo.
Well, this is Mickey and Sylvia, and they are our trumpeter swan pair. In general, trumpeter swans and other swans are monogamous and they mate for life, right?
Monogamy is really hot right now.
There's often a lot of courtship and dating. They will sort of dance to one another and present like head bobbing. And
once they connect, how do they say, "You're my swan," moving forward?
once they find their swan, they kind of know.
You just know when you find your swan. Sounds like it should be like on a throw pillow in my sister's room. This is a really hot zoo couple. Thank you for introducing me to them. Unlike those clingy swans, our next hot zoo couple have sort of an on-again, off-again situation going down. But it works for them. Explain to us a little bit about the snow leopards and what makes them such a hot zoo couple.
Snow leopards are a little different. One, because they're very seasonal breeders. That means they only come together a few weeks out of the year.
So they're cool with having like some distance between them. More of a long distance relationship.
That's right.
And they're not all on top of each other all the time. That's cool. Distance is hot right now.
Yeah, they'll do some scent marking.
So scent marking's sort of the foreplay.
That's, yes, and the female really controls the situation too. She lets the male know when she's receptive.
Very progressive.
So, think of it like a bell curve.
Right.
Slow to begin, peak of interest,
got it,
and then waning interest.
All right, I'm very familiar with that kind of relationship. Our next hot zoo couple is less of a couple and more of a menage. But hey, I'm not here to judge.
So we actually only have one male elephant. His name is Willie, and then we have 4 females. So he's got 4 girlfriends here.
Good, and they make it work.
Yes, they all make it work. I would definitely say that Shenga favors Willie the most. She's the one that you'll find spending the most time around him.
And he's just like, I could use a little bit of me time right now sometimes.
Yep.
And how does he express that?
Depending on where he is, sometimes he'll give her a nudge.
Really?
Just push her out of the way. As big as he is, he could definitely push him around if he wanted to, but he's very gentle.
So by elephant standards, he's actually a gentleman?
Yes, for sure.
Will they be mating on Valentine's Day?
These elephants probably will not.
They will not.
No.
Sorry, dude.
Yep.
So by default, though, there's no other male in there.
Right.
It's
so
like jackpot.
He'll choose. Yep.
It's like if you're in an office environment and there's like somebody, you start finding people attractive who you otherwise would not.
Yes.
I understand that completely. They are beautiful. They are all very sexy. You are one of the hottest Valentine's matches, and I'm so proud of all of you elephants. So there you have it. Those are my choices for this year's hottest celebrity zoo couples. You can check out all the glitz and glamour of their celebrity romance for yourself, because the zoo is open all year long, including on Valentine's Day. On the Zoo Beat, this is Mike for 3 News. Whew. Well, if that segment didn't steam up your streaming device, I don't know what will. And hey, for you lonely hearts out there, you Mickey Swans who are still waiting to meet your Sylvia Swan, just know that she's out there, right now, maybe even looking up at the stars and hissing at them at the same time you are. Hang in there, everybody. We have more Ultimate Cleveland Show Zoo Edition coming at you, but first, we have to take a quick commercial break. Ladies, are they all ladies? They're not. Okay. Sorry.
Uh-oh, here comes the draft. Y'all know what that means. It's Zoo Books. If you get Zoo Books, y'all can learn about zebras and how they like to kick cheetahs in their heads and whatnot. That's in the Zoo Books. You also get to learn about scary lions, except they're too scary for me, so no thank you. But there's also bears in Zoo Books, and parrots and other pretty jungle birds. And dinosaurs too, just because they're extinct don't mean they're not animals. So just call this number and we'll send you a ton of Zoo Books, probably more than you have room for. According to this pretty mom, old people like Zoo Books too, because it takes their mind off death. And plus, if you order right now, we'll send you this sweet tiger poster for free. What a great way to let everybody know how much you like tigers. Plus some stickers, and here's another Zoo Book. It's just $14.95, which is surprisingly expensive considering it's just some Zoo Books, but get them anyways. This monkey looks like some kind of clown monkey. Get Zoo Books today.
What I would not do for that level of swagger and body confidence, you know? Welcome back to the Ultimate Cleveland Show. If you're just joining us, I'm Mike Polk, and we are looking back at some of my legion of zoo stories that I have done here for WKYC over the years. We are, of course, at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. It's an amazing zoo. You know, there's another great zoo right down the highway that you folks should check out sometime. I visited it, and it does not disappoint. Check out my visit to the Akron Zoo. Akron Zoo bigwig Elena, I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
I get overwhelmed when I come to the Akron Zoo because there's so much awesome fun stuff to do here. Would you mind being my personal zoo guide and taking me on a little tour through this zoo real quick?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, where are we now?
So we are at Penguin Point.
Forgive my ignorance. I was under the impression that penguins enjoyed the cold weather, but they really seem to be digging the sunbathing.
All penguins are in the southern hemisphere of the world, but not all of them are in Antarctica.
All right, well, let's move on.
This is the Madagascar building where the lemurs live, because you can only find lemurs on the island of Madagascar.
How long's this been?
2005, it's open year round, and so guests can come in the summer to cool down or in the winter to warm up.
Do you bring them out ever? How do lemurs work?
So lemurs will always stay in their habitats. We don't have them interact with guests.
This is me trying to convince you to let me touch a lemur.
Yeah, so...
Oh, this is living. And we never saw Mike again. All right, we are now at the top of the zoo.
We are in our Grizzly Ridge area. We are at the top of the otter slide.
Is it ever disturbing to otters to have just a human being periodically slide through their enclosure?
Our otters are used to it and they
roll
love
with
it.
Do you mind if I take a spin?
Absolutely, you should head on down.
Great, okay, here we go. Otter slide, here we go. Whoa, otter slide. Tell me about this area.
We have our boma, which is where all of our goats live.
These goats, they look pretty thirsty right now. Thirsty for crackers.
Yeah, always.
Are you ready, big fella? Here we go. Come on. Oh yeah, you like that. Where are we now?
We're hanging out with some of our veterans here at the Akron Zoo. So we have Tamara and Mandisa, one of our bonded lion pairs.
Did Tamara and Mandisa hit it off right away, or did it take some time?
So there is an introduction process. So first they smell each other, and then they can see each other through glass, and then through mesh, and then we slowly introduce them in short periods of time to each other.
It's like lion Tinder. I'll be honest, out of all of our stops so far, this might be my favorite.
This is a really good look for you.
Well, it's not only air conditioned in this gift shop, but I finally found a store that speaks to me. Thank you so much for this personal tour. I had a blast.
Yes, thank you for coming. I hope you learned a lot and met some really great animals.
Well, how can you not have fun? It's the Akron Zoo. Do you feel that in the wind, people? It's time for a new zoo season. What does the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo have in store for you this year? I got a first-hand look.
Well, it's true that winter technically ended on March 20th. Until recently, it hasn't exactly been ideal picnic weather here in Cleveland. However, it does seem as though the good weather is finally here. Cue the sleet storm. No? Probably a matter of time. Regardless, it looks like we've finally turned the corner, folks. And all of our beloved nice weather Cleveland spots are emerging from their winter repose.
The nice weather is here, and I figured I'd check in with some Cleveland institutions to see if they're ready for the season. Let's start with my favorite, the zoo.
Yeah, so our Circle of Wildlife Carousel is open year-round, but people really love to check it out when we get warm. We've got all sorts of attractions. We've got the Boomerang Express train ride. You can get out and feed a giraffe. But my favorite is the Eagle Zip Adventure, our zip line ride here in the middle of the zoo. Takes you backward over the lake, you get a beautiful view of the entire zoo, and actually downtown. You can see downtown from the top of the ride, and you zip back down. We got a bison herd last fall.
Bison, welcome to Cleveland.
So first time we've had bison since the 70s. We got 3 female bison over there in Wilderness Trek, so you got to check those guys out.
The zoo seems ready to handle this transition to periodic sunshine, but what about Cleveland's other fair weather districts?
Edgewater is already rocking at June levels in May. I like to see it, Cleveland. Wait on a string guy. Got one of those going early for the season for that. That's good to see. And I want to make sure it looks nice for everyone, you know? Yep, okay, all right, you're good. Have fun. Bye, guys. Enjoy. Now this is something new, everybody. That's the Lady Caroline, the replacement for the Nautica Queen. She's gonna offer 3 levels of dining. One of those is going to have dancing. Apparently you're gonna have brunch, lunch, and dinner on this bad boy. And that's all great, it looks beautiful, and I'm happy it's here, but I gotta admit, I do kind of have mixed feelings about this because I feel bad for someone. This is weird, huh? This is like being out with your new girlfriend and running into your ex. Both look great. Awkward. I can confirm that the Margaritaville patio is officially open for business. Hey, the good weather's here. You guys can start hitting. Can't hurt. Well, there you have it, folks. Everybody's gearing up for the season, and the weather's fine. So get out there. This is Mike for 3 News. Great job, everybody. Keep it up. Here we go. Hey, Buttercup. Hi. Hello. It is so nice to see you. Well, that's it for us, folks. I certainly hope you enjoyed your tour around the zoo with me, and I hope it inspires you to get out and get yourself some zoo sometime real soon. For the Ultimate Cleveland Show, I'm Mike. See ya.